Hello.
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 Hello. Right. Oh, not again, no. Sorry, this is third time we've tried this. Vinaigrette. Oh, crikey. Whatever it's called. Dark round outside, light in the middle. Shut up, Mick. Vignette. Vignette. Vignette, your jelly plate. Don't stick it in your salad. Right, yeah, blot out centre. I messed up a bit and it were removing, it's cheap nasty paint, it were removing more than it were putting down, so I resorted to using a paintbrush. Basically, that's what you want it to look like. It's that one that people are calling Secret Garden, I think. Then this brickwork stencil, stone wall thing, brick wall. Slap load of paint on, support your stencil because it's going to stay on there for a bit, then start blotting out the centre again. I mean, it doesn't have to be a brick wall, you can do it with any stencil, and blot it out with a bit of tissue, whatever you need to do to get it another figurette on top. Tap your fingers for a bit, wait till it dries. The first layer, that's got to be dry, the green layer, dead dry. This one, almost dry. And if you block just a tiny bit, it makes the pointing stand out a lot better. This one, nice thick layer, after the other one's totally dried, and pat it in place. Don't go squidging it too hard, or else you just squidge all your paint out. Now let it dry. Completely let it dry. I cleaned the stencil completely. Look, I went and made a brew. I petted Cat for a bit. I fed him. I had a snack myself. Then I come back. I've actually left one overnight on there, and it comes off. The paint wants to stick to your paper rather than stick to jelly plate. Don't worry about it. That's the one on the right that I did ages ago. The one on the left's a copy of it. Right, the other one that I showed you was somewhat similar-ish to this. I did quite a few layers, but I didn't think you needed me to keep seeing me do the same thing. Putting blue merging into the pink, then pull it off carefully. Again, if you can't get it off, press it down a little bit before lifting it off. That mini brayer, whee! That's Dago yellow. Put on a bit first and then mixed a bit, put that on, and then put pure pink on. Again, blotting off just in places, more or less, mostly in the middle. Let it dry for a bit. I didn't do that one for too long. And just blotted it up off stencil. That made a pretty print actually. That was the colour that I used. Sorry I didn't show it you. And then I used this one for the background, which is the top, which will be the background eventually, obviously. And then again, I'd left it for a bit to dry, quite a while, make sure it's dry, and they come off real easy. I mean, seriously, I have actually gone to bed and left one on overnight. There's no problem removing them. Just do it slowly. But don't use shiny paper for this. Magazine paper, don't use that for this, for the drying technique. Now, here's one with distress inks. Put very, very little on. I mean, you can see there's hardly anything going on. And then I use Stayz-On on a stamp, and I sort of put a very light orange and then a deepish red mottled, and then stamp, and the distress ink sort of protects your plate. It does leave a slight coloration behind, but then you clean it. This one you pull straight away, and then I flicked water at it. And also the clean up because I stamped off, and I also wet the brayer and rolled the brayer over. That's something different. It's just some of the others that I wanted to show you. That one's really pretty. It's just some of the others that I've been doing similar technique. That one's quite sweet as well. And that one, that's brilliant in certain lights. It's really weird. Yeah, I wet the brayer because the brayer still obviously had some ink on, and that's what I ended up with, because it was wet and I'd stamped, and the wetness sort of merged with the clean up of the stamp. That's the actual pull off it, and that's another pull off it. It gives a beautiful effect, really pretty. That's the brick wall one. That's another one. That's it again. What am I saying? Oh, bye bye. Sorry, bye. Why do I always do that?